Hello everybody and good morning from Shigatse in Tibet. Today we're going to be exploring the second largest city of Tibet, and we're starting off in the most important place in the city. This is Tashilunpo Monastery, a very, very important place that dates all the way back to about the year 1400, built by the first Dalai Lama himself. We're going to be checking that out. We're going to be checking out Shigatse as well. We're going to be trying some more Tibetan food and just going on a general Shigatse adventure. So join us today as we check out one of the least explored cities within Tibet.
Okay, so the monastery here we call the Tashilunpo Monastery, which is one of the biggest monastery here in the backside of Tibet. Also we can say Shigatse area, and the monastery here was built by the first Dalai Lama, the year 1447, and also this monastery belongs to the Yellow Hat sect, because the first Dalai Lama is a disciple of the founder of Yellow Hat sect. And from here we can see the 4 man chapels up there. So the first chapel, which is the chapel for the future Buddha. In Tibetan we call it Gyawa Chamba. So the first one is a Cham Kang. Cham is a name of future Buddha, and Kang is the chapel. And the second one is tombs for the number 10th Panchen Lama, number 10th. And the third one is tombs for the number 4th Panchen Lama. And the last building there, which is the tombs for the number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 in 1.
Oh.
Because actually in old time we have tombs for the number of Panchen Lama separately, but it got destroyed during the Cultural Revolution. And during the time of the number 10th Panchen Lama, he just searched all the things, and then he built 5 in 1.
Oh.
And also we can see the white wall over there, which is almost same yesterday we saw from the Belchu Monastery, which is during the festival. Then they are going to show such big tanga on there. So nowadays also in this monastery they have more than 800 monks still in here in this monastery.
Wow. How beautiful is this tree? It smells really, really nice, right? If I can put it down like this. It smells super, super nice. Out of this tree, by the way, they make the wigs for the butter lamps everywhere here in the monastery. It's the first time for me seeing this. It's very beautiful and it smells so nice. Wondering if we could grow something like this in Europe. That would be so cool.
Can really see the age in the walls here, and the way that they paint these walls is they basically grab buckets of white paint and then they throw the paint up, and you can see that because they did not miss the windows. Also you can see it as well because the paint literally just runs down the wall. So instead of like what we would do with like a long extendable arm where you would paint all the way up and everything has to be perfect, that's not the case here.
We are allowed to explore the living quarters of the monks in this monastery. I'm not sure how how deep we are allowed to go in, but it looks like I know it says no admittance, so not up. Up. We're not allowed to go, but at least we can walk around here in the inner part of the living quarters. These cloths here, by the way, that you see over all of the windows, they are called shampoo in Tibetan. They're for like decorative purposes, but they are changed once a year. I assume probably close to the date that all of the walls are whitewashed. You can see that because they are whitewashing it with buckets. You can see sometimes they are also covering the shampoo depending on when it was changed the last time. Very, very beautiful.
Can I ask why I saw some of the local people, they go to the tree and they're doing like,
Actually, you know, this
they're
is
like
kind of
rubbing themselves against it.
from their mind.
Uh-huh.
If when we see also, you know, in Lhasa we also have some stones, or then the local people doing their nails like this.
Yeah.
This is they believe the holy things take all their pains
Oh, it takes their
from
pain.
the body. Yeah.
Oh.
If you have like a back not happy, then we are going to touch our backs.
Ah.
If your nail is not
Yeah.
well, then we are going to take our nails touch to the holy.
Ah.
So they believe almost everything inside the monastery is very holy for them.
Yes.
So if they just going to,
Ah.
so the old woman who is going to touch her back, right?
Yeah.
Maybe her back have problems.
Ah.
So he do
So
that,
I have a headache. So I go like this.
Careful with the snow.
I think almost people have headache.
We are walking the Kora inside of the monastery, which means walking around the stupas here 3 times, and also moving the prayer wheels, which I don't. I'm sure we're allowed to do it, but I don't dare to do it because I don't want to be, intrusive to the Kora of the locals. It's a beautiful sight, though. And as you can see, everybody is holding their prayer beads and going through the mantras over and over, stopping here and there to pray.
Buddha, Maitreya. Also, we can say this is the biggest statue of the future Buddha on the world, which is made from bronze or copper. Future Buddha, the chapel for this.
But on the inside, probably no filming. No filming.
Just
You will have to
use
come here
your-
to see it for yourself.
your eyes, not from the movie.
You can see, wow, look at that. They're intensely burning loads and loads of incense inside of this, and I wish that you were able to smell what I can smell right now, because it is very intense. Super strong smell coming off of it, and there's a lot going on in there. A lot of incense on the inside. And these obviously are used. This is something that we haven't seen since we've came to Tibet. They burn that on the inside and then it emits the smoke out of the top.
So you're only allowed to have very specific types of
Yeah,
tree,
yeah.
Ah,
like juniper.
juniper.
Sango, Kelaso, Yulaso, Pulaso, Dablaso, Soso, Sakas, Sering, Nemi, Yukatu, Taki, Tondo, Sango.
Dashi is a very meaningful word. I already told you. Everything included in here. Everything. Dashi is a very meaningful word.
Dashi dele.
Everything's Dashi Deli. Dashi Deli is
Window
everything.
Chong, Taki, Deli.
It's all of the good things for
Yeah.
everything.
Dashi Deli is a very meaningful. Everything included in there.
Taki, Deli, Tati, Yola, Twandi, Yola, Rendu, Taki, Deli.
Nice man.
Every things Dashi Deli is means all the words, everything is Dashi Deli mean you know, right? Healthy, long life, or no wars, or everything.
Peace.
Dashi Deli, yeah, Dashi Deli is a lot of
Prosperity.
very-
Prosperity, yeah.
All of the good things.
Yeah, all of the good things.
Beautiful
all
meaning.
Separate from the, far from the bad things.
Ah, incredible.
For if we keep the body like several weeks, still they have no smells with the body. Yeah, sure.
Oh, how is that
Yeah.
possible?
So this is a kind of the
Special.
who have special, who is a special. This is one thing. Also, if some real holy, for example, the number 10th Panchalama, when he passed away, maybe they keep several months, or then his hair is also be longer, and then some and also his nail is.
And that's why he's also still sitting in the
He
meditation.
is just meditation
position.
way, is not a real pass away. So here, I mean, it's like in monastery we have many monks when they pass away, and we feel he is a pass away, but he is still in a way to meditations. So we cannot touch him, and we invite some other holy lamas who live, and then chanting for him, and we cannot move
cannot
the
move,
body.
yeah.
Yeah. Usually when people die, then we will keep the body in 3-4 days after we bring in cemetery to what we do, right? But for some people, different way to die, so we cannot move the body. Also, some lama, they will do like meditation 49 days or 1 week or 1 month. During that time, we keep the body in the monastery or wherever he died. Then during those times, we never feel smell from the body.
Oh wow!
This is special things.
Special
Yeah.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, because many the holy person says it's doing meditation. Just only the breath is finished, but still his
The body is still
yeah
active.
yeah.
And why do you have the hands here? Is that from the volunteers that paint the wall?
Actually, this is not such. I'm not sure why they have the hand prints here. Kujula, then they is lakji shayad khaina. Just people.
Oh, it's tourists doing this?
No. When the people who come here for work, after then they just do that.
Okay, so
no such meaning.
They put
no such meaning.
They put red on white and white on red.
No such meaning. I asked the monk.
Okay.
They say, oh.
Very interesting.
I told that during Cultural Revolution, actually we have the tombs chapel for different chapel for the number of Panchen Lama. For from number 5 to none, they have different, but all those destroyed during the Cultural Revolution. But this one is not because of, I don't know, they use a storeroom or for this chapel, so that's why still left. So this is also one of the real. So here you can see this part of here, which is a living quarter for the Panchen Lama if he's in this monastery. And also here you can see some holes here. Holes here. Down here is a storeroom. Because in old time the monastery or they have their own fields, then they rent to the people, and when they collect the dates or barley or wheat, bring here, and then they just put here. Then it's go down in the room. So here's
and this is the residence of the Panchen Lama when he's here.
The living quarters.
Just have a look at how stunning this is. Unbelievable. The architecture is just stunning. And you have the smoke rising up from down below, from where the incense is burning. Such a fascinating place. We're going to a lot of monasteries, a lot of temples, because this is the reason that you come to Tibet, is to immerse yourself into the actual history and try and connect as much as you can with local life. And coming to all of these monasteries is amazing, but every single one of them is similar in many ways, but also in many ways they're very, very different and very unique. And when I was looking at all of the different monasteries, and we look at them obviously before we come to them a little bit to understand a bit about them, and I was like, oh, are these gonna all be very similar? And no, it's not the case. Every single one you come to has a different relevance, has a different number of monks living in it, has a different age, has a different sort of level of importance as well. Architecture as well is quite different as well in different cities, for example. So if you're wondering or asking yourself whether it's worth coming to see the different monasteries and temples, it absolutely is. This is how you're going to actually properly understand what's going on. It's not really the tours or anything like that, just immersing yourself into these situations. That's how you do it.
monastery here, by the way, is so large that you really get the vibe of it being more of like a large city nearly. It's crazy how big it is. So many levels to it, as you can see here. I thought we were on the ground level, but we were actually on the 3rd level there. And so many ways to get lost to. Of course there's signs like you can follow. There's a sightseeing round and then a prayer round that you can do. We are currently, sorry, the air is still thin. We're currently on the sightseeing route. But you can still, like, if you take a wrong turn, it's gonna take you probably hours to find your way out of this monastery.
So this here is basically clothing that was donated to the monastery. So when somebody local in a family passes away, and if they have good clothes, those clothes will be donated to the monastery. And then the monastery will sell those clothes to people who need those clothes for very, very little money, helping out local people that need those clothes. Nice delay.
No food.